Hey folks, my name is Ben John and welcome to my YouTube channel. Um, in this video, I will show you how to print a diamond pattern in Python. Yeah, let's see. Now I have a Visual Studio Code editor open with me, and let's create a new file for this program. Okay. Initially, I will save this file as a Python file. I will save this in my folder, this folder. Yeah, and I will give the name as diamond program. Yeah, and we can give the type as Python. It is Python, and yeah, here it is. So let's go. But before we enter into the actual concept of the diamond program, I will explain some very basic concepts, some for loop basic concepts that you need to understand in order to really catch up with the concept of diamond program. So let's start with the for loop. I will show you a for loop which is printing from 0 to 4. So for that I am just doing this, and let's see the output of this program running. Yeah, oh, it's an invalid syntax here. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, so now we got 0 to 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and so how you will print all these numbers on the same line is the real question here, because it is needed for the diamond program that we need to print, because multiple stars needed to print in a single line. Okay, so I will show you how to do that. We can use a specifier called end here, and let's see the output. Yeah, this is what we want. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the same line, you can see. Okay, so hope you guys understand that. And next I will print a sample triangle of having 4 lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So for giant range of I, and let's print star and give the specifier. Okay, and then give the print function here. So what this means is that we have an outer loop of 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have an inner loop for each execution of the outer loop. So the inner loop will execute, and the inner loop will execute as many times the what the value of I is. So for example, if the value of I is 3, for instance, then j will be from 0, 1, 2. Okay, so it will execute 3 times. So at that line we can see 3 stars printing. So let's see the output of it. Okay, so yeah, we got the triangle. Let's see this triangle. So why this print here this print here means that after the execution of one outer loop, you need to give that print function because to enter into the new line, actually, because at this end here we are printing with this print function, we are giving the end specifier as this. So we need to give this print here to go to the next line. That's why so these are all just basic stuff, and these things you really need to understand really to get further into the real diamond program. So let's start the diamond program by accepting the number of input lines. But before that, I will print a diamond here. Yeah. So this is what we need to print, and we'll just comment this. And let's start by taking the input from user for the number of lines which are required in the diamond. So yeah, here I will prompt the user to enter the number of lines in the diamond pattern. Okay, and this is string actually, but I want an int output. This is, yeah. Okay, so once we get this output, we need to check whether this is an even number or an odd number. Why so is the diamond pattern can be in a total of only odd number of lines. You can see. Can you see how many numbers of lines this diamond has? This has actually 7 lines. So if in any way the diamond can only be in odd number of lines. It cannot be even. So if the number is the input number is an even number by user, we will just for that I will import something here to exit from the program, to import sys, and then we have sys dot exit. Yeah, exit, and we can prompt with a message to the user. Only type the number cannot be an even number. Okay, so and we will show a message as exiting. Okay, that's fine, and that's enough. But if else, we will modify the value of n as n by 2. Sorry, n plus 1 by 2. Else means n is an odd number, and yeah, we need to use the floor function, floor division here. Because if n is 7, for example, then 7 plus 1 by 2 means it will return 4.0 to n, but we want actually 4 as the int 4. Okay, then only we can use the n inside a loop. Okay, so and I didn't say why we have modified the value of n. Okay, see here how there are actually see this upper triangle, there are actually 4 lines actually. So what the total number of lines is 7, and 7 plus 1 by 2 is actually what we need, because first we are going to print this upper triangle only, and then only after, and then only we will print this inverted kind of triangle only after this. So what I will do is I will print this triangle. So that's why we have modified the value of n here now. So if the input is n, then what is the value of n? What is the value here? That is here the value of n will be modified to 4, because we need 4 lines on the upper part of the diamond. Okay, and so, and one more thing is that here I'm going to declare a variable space for first equal to n minus 1. So that means is that we have to print these 4 lines in the upper triangle. Okay, or n minus the modified n value number of lines triangle. Okay, so first we have space for first equal to n minus 1. So how many space is required how many space is required from this point 1 2 3. So, and for the second line, so why I have declared this variable, space for first is equal to n minus 1. I will tell you. What's the value of n if my actual input was 7? Here it will be modified to 4 and space for first will be 3. So why that is, here for the first star, how many space we need for the first star? Actually 1, 2 and then 3. So that should be the value of this variable, that the space for first. This is for catching that thing. Okay, so how many number of space we want for the initial first line, that is the value of space for first, and that will be always equal to value of this modified n minus 1. If there are 4 lines, then then the number of space required for the first star will be 4 spaces. Okay, sorry, three spaces if the total number of lines is 4. Okay, so it will be n minus 1. So you need to actually understand that if the total number of triangle, total number of lines is 10, then what will be the value for the number of spaces? It will be 9, n minus 1, which is 10 minus 1 equal to 9 for the first star. So what that means is we will print the 9 spaces on the first line, and then only we will put the star there. So that's the purpose of this variable, space for first. So let's start to print the diamond upper triangle using the for loops. So first I will define an outer loop. So the range will be from 1 to n plus 1, so that if the value of n is 4, then it will execute as 1 2 3 4. So 4 times it will execute. Okay, so in this upper triangle, how many lines, upper lines we have? There are 4 lines. So in each execution, what we need to do is to first we need to print how many spaces required for each line. So the spaces should be, for in the case of upper triangle, the value of space should be decreasing, right? Here, because in the first line we have 3 space, second line 2 space, third line 1 space, and fourth line there is 0 space. Okay, actually I will uncomment this and you will understand that. Okay, now this has actually 1 2 3 space here. Okay, and this have 2 space, this have 1, and this fourth line have no space. So actually the space for first variable should be decreasing inside the for loop. So, and for that we will first we need to print the number of spaces required in each line. So I will start with another inner loop ranging from 0, space for first. So space for first, consider the case of 4 lines. The space for first will be 3. So this loop will execute from 0 1 2, so 3 times, right? So in the first case it will execute 3 times, because space for first value will be 3 for the first time, right? And in the end of the loop we will decrease this space for first each time. So first time it will be the value will be 3. So first time number of spaces going to print will be 0 1 2. So let me comment this. Okay, so number of spaces in the first line will be 3. So 3 times we are going to print this space. Okay, and equal this. Okay, I need the space on the same line. I don't want to enter into the next line, so that's why I have given the specifier. So now we will give we will print the actual stars in the stars in the line. So first line, how many star I need? I need 1 star. Second line, how many star? 3 star. And third line, 5 star. So there is a relation between the line number and the number of stars which is needed to be printed in that line. That is 2 into I minus 1. If I is the line, then the number of stars required to print in that line is 2 into I minus 1. You can see for the fourth line how many stars? 7 stars, because 2 into 4 minus 1, that is actually 7. So, and for the third line, 2 into 3 minus 1, that is 5. So that many number of stars we need to print in each line. So for j in range okay 0 comma 2 into I minus 1, I can actually give it like this, because this will be executing first using the BODMAS rule. BODMAS rule means multiplication will be first and then only subtraction. Okay, so I don't have to give any brackets for that. Okay, and in this looping I will print the actual star. Okay, and again I'm giving end as this. I don't want to go to the next line for each star. Okay, so now here I will be updating my space for first variable. Space for first variable should be space for first minus 1 after the end of each outer loop. Okay, and print for actually going to the next line after each execution of the outer loop. Okay, so let's run this and see what's the output. Run space for okay, I just forgot to, and yeah, sometimes I will just enter the number of lines in diamond pattern. Actually, okay, the number of lines should be an odd number actually. Yeah, we'll print, I will give 7. Yeah, so if the actual number of lines for the diamond is 7, then first we need to print this, right, these 4 lines, and then the next 3 lines we'll be printing this in the inverted version of this thing, right? Then only we'll get the complete diamond, right? So so we have printed, half of our job is done. We have printed this triangle here, right, using this thing. So next what we will do is we will update the value of space for first, because now we need to print this portion. For that, space for first have to start from 1, right, because for this line it is actually 1, and for this line 1 2, and for this line it is 1 2 3. So the space for first need to be worked like that. So space for first equal 1, and okay, here I'm missing anything. Okay, no. Okay, so space for first is equal to 1, and we can start the loop. Okay, so here for I in range the value of I should start with how many lines we have printed, n number of lines, right, and how many more we need to print, n minus 1. Okay, so value of I should be start with n minus 1, sorry, and then 0, then minus 1. This is for this minus 1 is the stepping value. It has to decrease by 1 each time, right? So, and here we will we will give the space actually. So 0 comma space for first, right, because space for first is 1 right now. For the first execution need to execute one time, right? For the second one we will update the space for first at the end of the outer loop. so that the next value will be 2. So 0 1, so 2 times it will execute, and you will put 2 space there, right? So print space and the specifier. Okay. And we will print the star in this line. So for the oh, again I am forgetting this. Okay. We will print the number of actual. So we need to print 2 into I minus 1. That is because we need to print that many stars, right? Because in the starting line we need to print 5 stars, which is actually 2 into 3 minus 1, because the value of 5 right now is 3. Okay, so we will start from this thing, and no stepping is needed, and that's fine. And let's print star and equal this thing, and we will update the value of space. Space for first is equal to space for first plus 1. Here we need to increase the value of space, right? Because here we need to actually increase the value of space, right? Because space for the first line is 1, then next line is 2, and next line is 3. That will be it. So we have updated space, and then we will create this print function to execute at the end of each execution of the outer loop, so that the new line is printed. So now let's run our program, and now I want a diamond with 9 lines. Okay, let's say, yeah, here it is. We have a diamond with 9 lines: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. It cannot be an even number. That number cannot be an even number. So we need to handle that thing right here. So in this program, this is handled. If the number of lines is we will give 6, then the program will exit. We are showing this message: the number cannot be an even number, and I'm exiting. Okay, so yeah, this is just a basic program. All you need to do is to think a little bit, and you need to be really good in not that much. You need to be good in loop, that much needed. Yeah, because how many loops are coming here. The upper triangle requires an outer loop and 2 inner loops, so you need to know that concept of looping for doing this program. Okay, sure, that's it. And let me run another a big diamond with this, really big. Okay, for that, running the program. Yeah, the program is running. I will give 25. Okay, yeah. As you can see, this is the triangle. Sorry, this is the diamond having 25 number of lines. So this is how we print a diamond pattern in Python. So I hope all you guys understood what I have done. And if you have any doubt, please feel free to ask doubt at any point. I'll be really happy to answer you. So yeah, that's the end, and let's see on the next video. Thank you.